Hello everyone, welcome back to the Spurs Podcast. My name's Jay, that is Josh. Again, no Adam because he's moving and he's got no Wi-Fi. But also, he's just too busy being a cool dude, being in a band and playing gigs, while me and Josh just have weird little jobs that we don't have
But he has to learn soon to be a little virgin and get here, because this is Joe's final week for a while.
Yeah, this is it. Last time you'll see me for about 2 months.
It's not though, is
I'll
it?
send some videos
send
over.
some bits over. But yeah, have you earned enough for your travels, Jay? Are you comfortable with your summer earning saving?
Yeah, you know what, I've done all right. This last week, the last 2 weeks, I did 40 hours. So I've got, and the previous
a
day I
week,
did about
a week,
50.
I assume.
Yeah.
The last 2 weeks I did 40 hours. No, Jay, that's not a lot of
Jay,
hours.
did you work? I did some 10-hour days. I'm pretty gassed, and I'm going to Asia. So just a couple more days of being miserable. Sorry to rub it in your face, Josh.
Brilliant. Alright, guys, just me and you. It's gonna be fucking shit. Alright.
Adam doesn't turn up and you're just chatting away on your
just
own.
fucking going, Tottenham are alright, Arsenal are cunts, ain't they? Fucking Chelsea are doing alright with their stupid little children. Right.
I think I want to just quickly say before we get into it, part 1 is going to be about the weekend, and then part 2 is about the Champions League, so just stick around for that because I don't want people turning off.
No, but obviously we're going to be the Champions League. The Champions League hasn't happened yet. Just magic of editing and all that shit. Right, sorry. Who would like to go first, Jay? I feel like you should go first because you
think I should go first? You think let's go?
Well, I don't know, we could shove Adam v Wolves first for once if you want. His little clip. Adam. Yeah, no. Leicester. United Leicester. There you go, Adam. United Leicester. You're first.
All right, dads. How we doing? I apologise again for not being there. It's been a long week. Been moving house. Back at uni. It's all just flooded. I'll get straight into it because I don't know what they've said. They're probably slagging us off again because we were shit. We were shocking. What a poor performance all around. I actually missed the first half because my stream stopped working, so I didn't even see the goal. It was a penalty. Easy penalty. Rashford took it well. So we finally got it on second half, and I might as well have stayed at home because we were shocking. We didn't create play. We didn't do anything right, I don't think. What I go into next week is, and again, I'm probably contradicting myself here, I want to talk about Pogba. Obviously, he weren't playing. I want to ask the question next week, would we be better without him? It's a genuine question that I've been thinking about a lot these past few weeks. Although, we didn't create a lot of chances last week against Leicester, but we managed without him. I think if we bought right, well, I'll go into it next week anyway, blah, blah, blah.
Brilliant.
Some interesting stuff there. Interesting stuff, man. Let's go straight into it with the Wolves game then. Let me start. So the first 25 minutes, were fucking boring. It was some tapping around, just little here's and there's, and it was a bit like I went to the game. If you haven't watched the matchday vlog already, and if you haven't, go watch it now. More plug-in.
Go watch it after this. I'll pause.
No, pause this. Watch that. Come back. That's what you should do.
Unless
anyway,
unless you're on the podcast, but don't do that. Only do that if you're on the YouTube format, because you're not coming back. If you leave this, you're not coming back. I don't believe it.
So I was kind of thinking, oh no, and I remember last week we said, I've picked a very awkward game here to go to because Wolves, their record against top 6 last season was really good, and they're a dangerous side, so I've kind of picked a weird game, and I was in that 30 minutes, we didn't look exciting, and I was like, oh no, what have I done? And then Tomori.
Fico tomorrow.
Just when the moon hits the sky like a big pizza pie.
A player
that's tomorrow, mate.
that me and Joe... Joe?
Who the fuck's Joe, bro?
You're Joe.
Oh, that's...
I've only known you for 3
Cancel the podcast, man. Cancel the podcast.
Sorry. I'm really... It's not my day. Thankfully, that will be edited out. A player that me and Jay know well from our time doing a manager career at Derby last season, and
Mate,
understanding.
It's fine.
Seeing, finding, searching. We had what was it, Martin Keogh, and it was not Keogh. No, Keogh.
Yeah, it was him.
And then someone else. And then we looked at this tiny boy, and obviously we're not. Frank also did this, and went, who's this guy? And we're like, Tomori. And then I went on his stats and just noticed like quite a high pace rating.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, he's coming in. And then before we knew it, he was our rock. I mean, we actually got relegated and sacked, but
we did
he
so
was our rock.
He was the only shining light in that career. We just did so bad.
I messaged Jay and went, you're aware that Tomori, our boy, is on loan from Chelsea? And Jay was like, what? What? Boy. And then here we are.
He won Player of the Season as well last season, not in our career, in real life, and he's just come back. And he's back. He's such a lad, and that goal, I've got a clip of it because I got it.
Here we go.
I got it on camera, so luckily. Play this.
Go on.
Right, it's so good, right, and I remember, it was so good, and not only the goal, because obviously you can chat about that goal for ages, it was such a nice clean hit, which you don't expect from him as well. He had a really good defensive game, he was probably one of our better defenders. Rudiger had to come off at half time, and he just...
I fully agree with you, he was the best defender, and he did seem to be everywhere, which is always quite important, a bit like what Harry Maguire's doing at the moment, but the only thing I would say was and this isn't me even slagging it off, or it's not a detriment to him, but he did look really raw. Like he looked great, but really raw and rough around the edges.
Yeah.
Like
definitely,
he looked like he was a bit chaotic.
Of his age, isn't it?
It wouldn't have surprised me. Maybe this is just me being harsh. It wouldn't have surprised me if he had given away a penalty, just because he was so
a bit cagey and that,
not even cagey, but just so full of energy, which is good. And I'm making it sound like a bad thing. It was good.
No, I know what you mean, but it's his youth, I think, and it's his I think he kind of knows that he's got to shine when he's on the pitch because he has got players in front of him.
But that was his. I mean, obviously because it's his first game in the Premier League. I mean, I'm quite surprised that he got the full start without having a sub appearance. Which fair play, but you'd expect to have seen him for half an hour first. That was his first.
You know what it was because though? It was because we played the 3/5 at the back, so instead of you're not going to sub him on in that, we're just going to bring him straight on and have him play in the 3.
I get why, but it was obviously his first ever shot in the Premier League.
And it was that. Oh, it was such scenes, man.
Fuck me. Definitely the best goal of the probably the best goal of the entire Premier League week. To be fair.
Yeah, definitely.
I think there's been some good ones, but that would the way it curled as well. It didn't just arrow it. And
it's just
Patricio just was like,
expect him to. Yeah, he's just like, oh, pee. But going back to the formation thing, I think we expected, or Frank expected us to be attacked and be pressed by Wolves. So he put 3 at the back, try and make 3/5. I'm going to say because obviously them were playing wing backs, but we expected that and they just didn't. So I'm really happy that Frank took the lead and thought, you know what, I'm going to put 3
as well. It wasn't just to nullify. It was just because I think Wolves are the only team left in the Premier League that play 3 at the back. So it was a way of
But I'm happy he's making that tactical choice to do that. And I was just really surprised because I don't know if it's just I'm used to really solid formats with Conte and Sarri the past couple of years, but I was like, it's a different formation. Wow, it worked, and it allowed Tomori to flourish. But also, what I hope to happen, because I've mentioned this on the pod, one of my worries this season was Asby playing right back. He's been shaky, and this game he wasn't. I'll give him the credit. He did look really good. But if we do start playing three at the back, put him at right back of the three, and that's where he flourished. That's where he thrived.
Tomorrow played there?
Yeah, but I think.
What are you doing, Jay?
I think tomorrow. Oh shit! No, I'm sorry tomorrow.
Well, who plays right wing back then?
Well, this is the thing, innit? Because we got rid of Zappacosta, who was good at that.
Gone. Moses is long gone.
Oh yeah, it is. I actually Reece James. That's who would play there. Reece James when he's fit.
He's a winger.
Reece James, that is a defender.
Is he not? Okay. Well.
Yeah, well, I think he's like more of a right back.
Also, be careful with this. Like you've brought 3 kids through, and they've done surprisingly well so far. Let's just be careful. Let's not be. I saw a really annoying post that you've got your own class of '92 the other day. Shut it. They've done well, and I'm not going to deny they've done well. Well, Tomori obviously has done well, but it's too early to judge Tomori. Mount and Abraham have done very well. But
yeah, but they are like right now the players that are making the difference for us. So I understand the hype, and I'm fucking gassed.
Have you seen the stat about Abraham?
What stat? The Rashford stat.
Yeah. He's 3 goals off, equaling Rashford's highest ever scoring season.
It's beautiful, and in the press conference today about the Valencia game, Lampard was asked about this. He's asking, should Tammy now be, if he continues this form, and compared to Rashford, who gets chosen in the England squad, should he be getting thought of for that England squad now? Well, and I think it's still early doors because Rashford, he's been playing in the Prem for a while.
My only issue,
that stat is big.
My only thing about that is I do obviously it's very early days and we'll see if you can sustain it, obviously. But the second point obviously is one of the benefits of Rashford is Rashford doesn't have to directly compete with Kane because he can go to the wing. Whereas Abraham definitely would have to directly compete with Kane, and he's got more goals this season. He's been more influential this season. But Abraham is nowhere near the quality of Harry Kane. Yeah, and if you dare,
Tammy, man,
shut your filthy Chelsea mouth.
No, he's definitely not. That's just proven. Harry Kane's proven.
Do you want one thing I did think of? Do you know his first goal where he did the little pirouette before shooting?
Yeah.
When Harry Kane first... No, he'd obviously scored a few already, but when Harry Kane broke onto the scene with that 5-3 win against you lot, if you remember that, Harry Kane scored that one where he took a turn and bottom cornered it, and Harry Kane's, without being a dick, was better than that one because he beat a man via the turn. However, it was very reminiscent of that one. I was like, oh, hello.
It was so good the way he because he could have quite easily turned and put it to his right, but he scoops it round and puts it to the left. Beat him. It was a proper well thought out but
the best one
scrappy turn.
The best one was his third.
Let's talk about that, man. Because
obviously, before that, he scores a header also. It was a good header, but moving on.
He's tall.
The little trickery, and Cody's not a joke of a defender. Cody's a very competent, good defender.
Yeah,
and he gets done.
He gets so done, and it's so sick. And Abraham is just oozing with confidence at the minute, and because you don't do that without having he just stops it, does him, gets around him, and then the places it bottom left. It was just beautiful.
It could have been a lot more. Mount rounds the keeper, doesn't he? There was a lot. It could have been a lot more. I mean, but
Batshuayi could have scored 1 or 2. I think he had 2 good attempts on goal. He just didn't hit the target.
I'm not sure how Kepa let the first goal in.
It was a bit weird. Yeah, it was a bit weird. It was it's the first one, the own goal where he hits it onto Tammy. I can't remember.
Oh shit! No, he does, doesn't he? No, sorry, no, I'm wrong. Yeah. So cut out what I've just said there, then, because I when I first saw it, that's the thought I had, and then I watched Match of the Day and went, oh shit, fair enough, and then I'm on to that.
So everyone's always got an own goal, but to be fair,
the first player in Premier League history to score a hat trick on an own goal, though. So
and he should wear that badge with pride.
I mean, to be fair, you take it every game.
Yeah, 100%
Like,
every game.
you've still gained a 2-goal advantage. Imagine that. Imagine a player just every game just kept scoring hat tricks and then just fumbling one in like at the end, and everyone's like, "It's good, but why? Like, just get away
like
from our
single...
box. Just stop."
But he still can't help it. He's on the halfway line.
Just heads it in. Like, no.
But no, like he can't even help it, can he? Kepa makes a really good save and just butts it onto him. And I remember I saw it, and Kepa just goes like that to Tammy, and Tammy just goes, "What do you want me to do?" You know what I mean? Like, I'm stood here trying to defend.
Harry Kane last season broke his own tradition. Harry Kane had 1 own goal per season up until last season, and you know what? I really loved it. It was great. A corner would swing in, and Kane would just get a foot to it, and it would just skyrocket into the top of our own box, and we'd be like, "There's his 1 a season." Like, he loves it, but no. He's just a natural goal scorer. He just can't resist.
Anywhere he is.
No matter what the goal, no matter whose goal. He just wants it. But no,
okay, so yeah, that was just, I reckon we spent a lot of time on it. That was an incredible game, and for one, I think my expectations were so low that the game was even better than it was, but like, it was incredible. The game, the fact that I went to it, I'm so happy I went to it, because it was just so... I got a match the other day, did you see it?
I didn't see that. I even looked out for you.
Yeah, I got on match of the day, so like, it's in the vlog, watch the end of the vlog, but it's like, it's after Tomori's goal, and it cuts to me, and I was right by the stairs, so like there was like a massive mosh of people celebrating, and I just shouldered myself into it. It was just mad.
Yeah.
But yeah, and just, what a game. But to be fair, I'm not the only one celebrating this week, because so are you and Spurs, because... Well, I remember it was half time. I'm looking up at the board and it's like Spurs 4, Crystal Palace 0. I'm like, what?
I'm going to take a gamble here, right? Because I'm going to assume that no one I work with, especially not my bosses, will be watching the podcast. And even if they somehow did, they would turn it off before the 15-minute, 28-second mark. So,
let's go.
I keep my phone in my pocket, but I text Ross quickly saying, I'm at work for the first half, just keep me updated on the scores. And my phone just went bzz a few times, and I was just doing some stuff, so I couldn't check it. And I just went around the corner, and I just went... And it wasn't even Ross, it was the official Tottenham Twitter account, and it was like 27 minutes. It just said 3 to Tottenham, and I was like, for God's sake! Like, I've not missed a game this season, and then just to... open my pocket, it's like, fucking hell! Like, and I finished work pretty much dead on the 45th minute. Get home, flick it on, second half, nothing. Fucking
expecting everything.
I wasn't
typical,
actually. I was expecting I was expecting a 5-1.
You expect
to be
1.
Fair. No,
you
never do.
1.
Because me and Ross had this conversation. The Premier League are too good. Premier League teams are too good at once they've got battered. Unless you're like a Tottenham or a Chelsea, where you even in that second half, you have to keep attacking because that's what's expected of you.
Yeah.
If you're a Crystal Palace and you're 4-0 down at half time, they're so good at just the manager just going, right, don't get embarrassed now. Like, you can shut a game down very, very well. And it's how many times have you been 5-4? Even in some cases probably 6-0. You just know the second half's going to be 0-0. Unless,
I know.
Weirdly, unless the opposition score, then it opens up again a bit more. But as long as the stalemate stays, it's saying that it took us 9 seconds to have a shot tipped round the post in the second half. But no, that was always going to be the way it was going to go.
That happened in our game though. We were 3-0 up, and then we scored 1 straight away. Then they scored 2 quite quickly, and all of a sudden we're 4-2 up, and we're a bit nervous. But
then they start to believe again, and that they open up a bit more, which gives then you the chance to. It's just how it works, isn't it? Really. But no, it was great. There's a beautiful video online actually of so for our first game at the new stadium. A ball gets played into Son, he takes it, cuts in, and low finishes it near post. And Tottenham posted it synced up with his goal. And apart from the fact that the pass for this goal on Saturday was so much better. Like Alderweireld turned into Pirlo for a few seconds. And
it was so sick,
the
like
ball
fair play. Like, I remember
over,
watching
but
that.
then the 2 goals just go Son controls, cuts in, shoots, and it's like the same goal against both against Palace, and it's like, oh right.
It was just so good. The fact that how confident he was, just whipping it in and banging it bottom right.
Shocked.
He really flourished that game.
Remember we had that, and obviously we beat them by 2-0 for last time we played them at home. But do you remember me and you had that joke that I told you about where we just kept beating Palace 1-0? In KG games. Like, so I was expecting that again, and that's not what we got. We got a dominant.
Palace are good as well. Palace are decent.
They weren't on Saturday.
They really weren't.
But no,
but neither were Wolves.
I think one player that I was surprised they didn't mention a lot on podcast, match of the day, any sort of analysis, is Aurier. Like he was incredible. He got 2 assists, and the Patrick Van Aanholt own goal is from him.
Well, I got it in my notes here that all your danger pretty much came from that right side, and Aurier was like 50% of it. Like
he was. I still don't get me wrong. If someone runs into our box and Aurier goes to them, I'm like, oh no. But at the end of the day, as much as I actually love Davinson Sanchez as a player, if you're asking me to choose between my right back Aurier, who's played there his entire career, or centre back Sanchez, who I think the Guardian worked out they played there twice. I'm still leaning towards Aurier, and he proved why. He was fantastic, and especially with Peters, Foyth, everyone out. Aurier.
Yeah, that celebration was disgusting though. He just went. I remember thinking, he's having a good get on.
Oh, yeah. And then obviously, Harry Kane's probably disappointed that he didn't score, but he finds little ways to just prove that he's not just a goal.
Walking back to the train station thinking 4-0 Tottenham buzzing. Kane's got to be one or two of them. Checking my Premier League fantasy and just seeing 5 points. Yeah, again on that right wing, whipping it over. Yeah, it was lovely.
But yeah, I don't really have much else to say about it. It was just emphatic, and because the best goal of the VAR game was that the Trippier-esque ball from Aurier, to which Son first times it, keeps it low, and it's like, ooh.
That was good. He had a brilliant game. Fair play to him. Yeah, and we both had good weekends, and ironically, me, you, and Adam, we've all. Our teams have all won 2, drew 1, lost 1, and we're all on 8 points, and it's...
And I think what was quite interesting about this week is... that is also interesting, the fact that we have still kept on that trajectory. I was very confused because when Arsenal were winning, I just saw that they were 3rd, and I was like, for fuck's sake. And then I've checked the table again. I've checked the table again after Arsenal bottled it, which we will talk about. And I've just gone, I was like, Tottenham 3rd, what? I was like, what? How?
Yeah, it is mad, isn't it? And if it weren't for us getting spanked on that first day, we'd be a bit higher than we are now.
But our goal difference is 0.
No, I know, but that's the only difference right now. If we
somehow lose to Newcastle, we'd be Jay. I don't know. If we would be second, but that's what football.
How many times do I have to say it? How many times do I have to say it? Steve Bruce's Newcastle are doing bits.
Anyway, so the one thing... So I was trying to work out as well who'd had the better result out of the 3 of us. And it's a difficult one, because I was ready to instantly dismiss Adam. But then I realised that Leicester's probably the hardest place to play.
It was at United, though?
No, but that's the hardest team to play.
Oh, sorry,
As much as probably Palace is the lowest rung of the 3, but maybe not now, because... Wolves have dropped off this season. We don't know what this Wolves is this season because they're not. They're the only team in the Premier League not to lead a game at all this season.
Oh, really?
They've got a few draws, but they do. Like Watford have taken the lead and got pegged back for that other point they have, the one not against Arsenal. Yeah. But no, what Wolves have not led. So at the moment, we have to judge Wolves as poor. But I'm not taking anything away from your result. But
no, I know. I know.
Poor.
But
then Leicester, United have technically probably had the rest of the result because I can easily see Tottenham and Chelsea going to Leicester and not coming away with 3 points. Not going to Leicester, but playing Leicester and not winning. So
like they kind of scrapped a goal out of the game and then kept themselves in it.
And
what was quite satisfying,
what was quite satisfying was watching Maguire dominate the game, and that must have broke Leicester fans' hearts a little bit. Everything just really headed them away, and he was just like,
every single bucket.
Maguire.
He did well. Fair play to him.
But then I guess on the I guess what we do have to speak about is the Liverpool City thing, really.
We could just skip past it.
We can't really. So I'm just quite interested. I'm assuming you didn't watch it, so I'm quite interested to hear how you found out about City Norwich playing out.
I did actually. I watched about the last 20 minutes, and
so it was already
because I got back from our game. Yeah, they were 3-1 up, and they were just defending their hearts out, and everyone. But City weren't great, but they were just there in their box, and they were just throwing everything, and all the fans are just going like, you can see the fear in their eyes, and what an incredible result for them. Fair play.
So me and Ross went to Preston, and we're sat on the station, and it's I set off straight after. Basically, I watched the end of Tottenham, had a 10-minute nap, went to the station. So it's about 10-6. And we're sat on the platform, or 5 to 6, and we're on the platform, and I'm like, oh shit, it's City Norwich, isn't it? Holy fuck, they're 2-1 up. They're 2-0 up. And Ross is there like, nah. And I was like, oh, fuck it. And Ross is like, mad, fair enough. So then I went and got on the train, and then 45 minutes, Aguero scores, and at that moment you're there like, well, that's it. City have got one back before half time. This game has 3-4-2 written all over it.
Yeah,
100%. And then we get on the train, and then obviously Otamendi has a stroke while on the ball, and gives them the third. And then suddenly you know that it's not going to happen. Like, as much as you believe City are the best team in the league, as soon as the third one went in, I went, oh, that's done now. Like that, they may get even if it was a draw, because they're the levels we're talking now in the league, where a draw's not good. City might score 2, but they're not going to score 3. I don't know. A draw's still shit because Liverpool have stormed ahead and have the biggest lead after 5 games ever in the Premier League. I don't know if you saw that stat.
No, I didn't.
It's only 5 points, but it is the biggest lead that any team's ever had in the Premier League after 5 games.
It's worrying, isn't it?
So I guess the only other game I want to speak about, and we can speak about other things, because I've just got some fun little things to run through, Jay, and then we'll cut to some Champions League preview on part 2.
Yeah, that's fine with me.
So, Jay, as you may know, Arsenal beat Watford 2-0. Oh wait, sorry, no, that's my bad. They didn't. Whoops a doodle. Me. Oh, crap.
Oh, fucking
anyway,
hell, man. Before you go on, how good was that thing I tagged you on Facebook? I'll put it in now.
Fuck! I'm gonna fucking kill myself. I can't do this anymore, bruv. This club is gonna fucking kill me. This club's gonna fucking kill me, bruv. Oh my god, we were winning 2-0 this club. Oh, I can't do this anymore, bruv. Oh no, I can't fucking do this, bruv.
Actually, I wanted to avoid about that because all of these bloody Arsenal fans that are like it's saying that old United fan that was in tears about the state of United after they drew to Sheffield. Not Sheffield, because that was you guys. Who did United lose to? Palace. After they lost to Palace. He was crying. It's like, I'm 90% sure you're old enough to remember United being relegated. So just shut the fuck up. Anyway, so I'm going to read...
It's just so mad how unhappy and that angry and it's just... I've been so sad, I've been so angry with football. It makes you feel all these emotions, but that is definitely a step ahead.
It's too far. I don't know, you could I reckon me and you could lose our next 10 games and we wouldn't be happy, but I don't know, we're not... it's still... football and
I'd just I'd still be like, for fuck's sake, you know what I mean? It's not like when it's happening, you're like, for fuck's sake, but then like give it 10 minutes, give it half an hour, give it whatever, you're a bit like,
go and see your girlfriend
you know
in your case, and maybe you'll start to put things in perspective, like you stupid virgin fans.
Yeah.
Like, anyway,
exactly.
so I've got some posts that we're gonna. Oh, that doesn't work. Oh, I'm editing it. That's why. Oops.
That post, nothing but quality.
Nothing but supreme quality. We've got some things we're gonna go through. So
Okay.
Jay, I think I've told you about this one before, but an article from the Friday, only the Friday, the 10th of May this year, 2019. So the May. Chelsea defender David Luiz desperate to stop Arsenal qualifying for the Champions League. We didn't realise how desperate he was. Like, he's willing to go there and stop them. It's like,
You know what? He's a fucking legend, that's what he is. He's like, he goes to Frank, he goes, Frank, I want to move to Arsenal. Frank's like, what the fuck do you mean? He goes, shh.
Right, so David Luiz played 160 Premier League games for Chelsea, Jay.
Yeah.
How many penalties do you think he gave away in that time?
I think I know this one. I think it's 2, isn't it?
3.
3 in that
David
time.
Luiz has played 4 Premier League games for Arsenal. Guess how many penalties he's given away?
That one's 2, isn't it?
2. So, that's good.
It's class, isn't it?
What else
Is
do
it?
we got here? Sorry, I'm going to just read you the statistics for the shots in their game. For some reason, I don't have the Tottenham one, although I don't actually know that one, but we can look it up, I'm sure. Right, so attempts at goal in the Premier League this season from just Arsenal games, right?
Yeah.
Arsenal 8, Newcastle 9.
Yeah.
This is just shots, not on target, but just attempts.
Just
8,
shots, yeah.
Arsenal 8, Newcastle 9. Arsenal 15, Burnley 18. Arsenal 8, Liverpool 25. Arsenal 7. Do you know what Watford's was, Jay?
It was high. I don't know what the number was high.
31. I don't understand.
Oh, fucking,
Jay,
you love to see it, man. You absolutely love to see
City just about scraped 30-29 against us. And I know that City just haven't done well and blah blah and all that, but 31 shots against bottom of the table Watford. And I'm willing, this might even help Arsenal, because I'm sure there's a reason it's been left out of the.
Oh, you're one.
But yeah, I'm quite curious at the Tottenham one now. But yeah, maybe they'll be like Arsenal 52, and I'm like,
While you're finding that, I saw the same stat, but someone asking, "Oh, what's that like compared to that really bad Derby side?" And I think it's like 20 more than them already.
What? Oh, in the season.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, because that's my final. Just before I find the Tottenham one, that's my final one today. Is that Arsenal have conceded 96 shots on goal, which is more than any other side in the Premier League, Serie A, La Liga, League One, and the Bundesliga.
It's
combined.
Just they're absolute shit.
It's not combined.
It's so beautiful to see. I absolutely hate Arsenal, and it's just fun. I'm having a great time. Our fucking children are doing bits on the pitch, and Arsenal are fucking crumbling with our ex-shithouse David Luiz.
Of course. I don't know where the stats are, but I am determined. So you just talk.
It's beautiful, and Josh has found it, so I don't have to waste any more time.
Oh, to be fair, no, you know what they outdid us? They had 26 shots, we had 13. Not worth it, let's just cut that out.
Let's go in it. Thank you for watching, everyone. Come back.
Oh, shit!
Oh. What?
Oh, no, it's fine. Oh, I thought they have the table as it stood.
Oh, then,
I thought
yeah.
somehow Tottenham had fallen back to 9th just because of yesterday's result. And I was like,
damn you, Bournemouth. No, that's it. Come back to part 2. You'll see Champions League not only Champions League reactions but previews. It's all great. Life's good. Love you, bye. Part 2. Let's do it.
Oh no.
Staying in.
Good. I've just realised that we'll ask Adam to talk about this too, but we don't know who he's playing.
I've got no clue.
Who gives a fuck? But we best find out.
And we've got... I couldn't even tell you who we've got tomorrow. A team I don't even know. We're still trying to sell tickets for it, which says a lot. Looking forward to it. Team news is that Tazanzabe is starting, Romero's starting, and Greenwood is most likely going to start, which I'm excited to see. Excited to see the young prospects coming in. Apart from that, everything to say. We're still shite. Somehow we're fourth. I don't know how, but I'm not going to question it. I also had a better Fantasy Premier League week. I think, I can't remember, but I definitely did better than them two. So, anyway, nice to speak to you both. Sorry again I'm not there. Tell your dads.
Anyway, so we're gonna revisit this with a change of clothes and a different scenery because we're just gonna quickly talk about what we think might happen in the Champions League, and then we're gonna cut to us in the future, and you'll see how we did in the Champions League. And Adam is going to predict how he might do against the mighty Astana, but there's no way we're delaying the release of the pod in order for him to talk about United Astana, so fuck that.
I didn't get it last year, we ain't doing it this year.
Yeah, that's fair. Right, so can I go first, just because I'd have nothing to say?
Yeah, go on, sure.
We're playing Olympiacos.
Full stop.
Hopefully we'll see a few players play I was going to say players like Lamella, but he's been starting for us, so Luke, it'd be nice to see Lucas play. Yeah. I mean, we don't actually have any other defenders, so I assume it'll still be Jan and Toby. They're all dead, so I don't know. The only thing I will say is that I would have really liked to see it. I would have liked to see this anyway. I don't know if you know, Jay, but we have an Irish kid who's doing really well for the under-21s of Ireland.
I didn't know.
Or under-18s maybe, called Troy Parrott.
Good name. And
he looks absolutely fantastic. He played a lot in pre-season. He hit the post twice, once against Juventus, once against someone else.
Yeah.
He looks really, really good. And he's been on the bench for us a lot. But for some reason he wasn't on the bench for us against Palace, and it was 4-0 up at half-time. Yeah. And he's 17. He's 17, so there is no rush.
Yeah, no, yeah, of course, but...
It would have been really nice to see him when we were 4-0 up against Palace. Fair. And I really hope that maybe now that we've got this... I mean, we'll be playing the reasonably full-strength team. Harry Kane wants every record imaginable. We're not going to drop Kane just because it's Olympiacos. He wants to score a hat-trick against Olympiacos. That's what he wants to do.
Yeah,
so, it'll be interesting. Maybe it'd be nice to see Ben Davies for not 20 minutes at the end of a Premier League game. It'd be nice to see... I don't know if Wanyama's dead or not, but it'd be nice to see Wanyama. We didn't sell him, we might as well play him.
Hopefully he's not dead.
But we can't, shock's going to happen in these games, but it's Olympiacos. If Tottenham finally have a reasonably easy group, we should win.
It's the first game as well.
What do we think, John?
Oh my Christ, this is bright, I can barely see. I am just walking back from the pub after watching Olympiacos Tottenham. Great. It was fine. We took a 2-0 lead. Penalty that was clear and obvious and dispatched well, and a Lucas goal, and then Olympiacos did Olympiacos things, which they've often done against English clubs. They've humbled Arsenal a few times away. They knocked Burnley out of the Europa League last season. Yes, we should be winning, but they're a difficult team, so what the fuck do you want? Valbuena, French international, used to be, he's 34 now. Penalty, I can't remember who else, the other guy who scored. Lucas scored a good goal, we looked poor, Winks was really good, or Sanchez isn't a right back. Eriksen looked sad. I don't know what else you want from me, really. I don't know what else I can say. It's all good. It's a point more than we had at this stage. In fact, it's the exact. We're now on the exact same amount of points as we had 3 games in last season. We made it to the final, so by that logic, give us the trophy now. Yeah, it's all fine. I don't really care. I'm more, bring on Leicester. Everything's a worry, but it's not really. It's just football. Bye.
Good job on being right, Josh.
Great.
And what about your game?
So, I'm extremely excited for it.
I'm gonna go crying.
So we're playing Valencia. It's a good game to start the Champions League season with, because it'll be a tough game. It's at the Bridge. I can't wait. One thing I will say is Valencia, I looked up how they're doing so far, and bless you, they've played 4 games and they've only won 1, lost 2, and drawn 1. So they're not looking great. They're quite low down in the table. So, and they think they just lost to Barcelona. So they're coming off the back of that, whereas we're coming off the back of this 5-2 win. So I'm really hopeful, man. I think it's going to be good.
Come on, Ross! Come on!
Oh, can you see me? Oh, I don't know. Alright, I'll just do a bit then. So it's a quick after game reaction. I'll do a full review tomorrow or something. But fuck me, we were shit. And I sound so ill. Yeah, we were just dog shit, weren't we? Yeah. Passing it around the back, just not going anywhere. When we did make a run, we looked really dangerous. But we didn't do it often enough, so I don't know, it's a shame. And obviously, big talking point is Ross Barkley taking the penalty, which he had no right to do. Subs come on as a sub. Let someone who's played the full game take it. Let Tammy take it. I think he won it, I'm not sure. I was on the other end. Let Giroud, I don't know, not Giroud. Let Tammy take it. Let Pedro take it. Willian, not Ross Barkley. Jorginho with his little, fucking little hop, skip and a jump. Oh, it's a dark bit. Yeah, so it's a bit shit. I feel really ill, and I'm walking back to the station for a nice 2-hour journey home. Sad. Oh well, made a nice friend. Daniel, shout out to you. You're a lovely guy. Fuck's sake. I should mention as well, there was going to be a matchday vlog, but I didn't record much. Bit too distracted, to be honest, and I just didn't get it. And to be fair, it's nowhere near as exciting as the Wolverhampton game, so I don't ever really think I'll put it out. I might put some clips in the podcast. To be honest, I don't know if this is going to make the podcast, God's sake. Alright, I'm going to sign off, because I'm going to get run over, because I'm going to go cry and sleep on the train.
I think we're going to get 3 points from it, I really do, and it should be absolute scenes.
We'll end on this. Who do you have next week?
So we have Liverpool on the Sunday, so...
Interesting. So next week, Jay gets to run away from a Liverpool battering.
Yeah, I'll be in Bangkok sleeping.
You're not gonna get up and watch. You're not gonna get up and watch that. Find some crazy late night bar with all like the Asian Chelsea supporters club.
You know what, Josh? I'd absolutely love to, but you think Hope's gonna let me do that on the first night in Bangkok? No way.
Just drug her.
God. Alright, that was Josh, not me. Not Hope, the police.
We play Leicester.
Oh shit, I forgot about that. Yeah, like you said earlier on in the pod, they're fucking good, and
yeah. So actually, yeah, what we do against Leicester will determine how good United's result was against them, really, won't it?
I guess so. I mean, I think they'll feel deflated as well and want to come even harder at you guys. So nice.
Good. Well, I don't know. Would you like to say any goodbyes to everyone, Jay?
Oh, yeah, man. It's going to be sad because, I think after today at work, me and Josh both had shit days at work. I couldn't wait to get and just talk about football and have chat shit. So I'm going to miss it, and I'm going to miss the amount of football I'm going to get to watch, because as much as I'll watch as much as I can, time zone's so different, so I'm not going to have to watch as much as I want. I'm going to miss it. Back post, don't forget me all 10 of years, right? Don't forget me, I'm still about. I'll still record some clips here and there. But final plug, watch my YouTube channel because there'll be better vlogs on there.
And we're done. Alright, well, tune into the Josh and Adam show for the next month, I guess. Okay, and then, yeah, tell your dads about it if you want. That'd be nice. We'll have a great time. Goodbye.